Hi everyone, and welcome to another golf video. And you'll be familiar with this place because we're back here at the Plassey in Wrexham. But today I'm going to try and challenge myself. I want to hit a fairway with a driver. That's the first thing I want to do. I want to beat my previous score, which was 14 over the last time I came here. Could be tricky. And I want to score one par, just one. Can I do it? Wish me luck.
So, first hole, par 4. We're actually playing it from the 10th tee, but it is the first hole. 349 yards. In typical positive spin fashion, my audio isn't working properly for the first couple of holes. We sliced a drive, and I thought, do you know what, I'm going to play a hybrid off the deck. And I don't play hybrids, so I'm not really used to them. So I don't know why I thought it was a good idea. Chunked it. Then I've decided we're going straight back to the irons to try and get it somewhere near the flag. But sadly, we don't get much loft on that. So now we are already on our 4th shot in. For me, it wasn't terrible, but obviously it's gone way beyond the flag. A little bit too much pace, sadly. And then, yeah, chip has gone absolutely nowhere. I've talked about this before, but chipping and putting is what I really need to work on. Oh, yeah, there we go. I'll just send that all the way to Japan. Don't know why I hit that so hard. I'm really, really struggling with control on my putts at the minute and pace. I still don't quite have it down. That one was a little bit better, but ultimately it's left me with a very, very bad score on the first hole. That's put me 4 over when I sink this, which is not the way you want to start. For some reason, I've been quite bad on this hole every time I've come since the first few times. But anyway, onwards to the second hole now, which is a par 4, 283 yards. It's a dogleg right, but if you hit it pretty straight, you can land it right in the center of the fairway from this angle, which ultimately is what I'm trying to do. Now, I do kind of hit it straight at the trees, but it does bounce off a tree and lands in the middle of the fairway, and you better believe I'm taking that driver on fairway. Couldn't have asked for a better shot in, really. Couldn't have asked for a better shot in. Yeah, so we're just going to absolutely... Yep, there we go. Ruined a good opportunity to get on the green there, but thankfully we've got another shot at it, just to really make up for it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, good. Yeah. At least we've actually got that one in the air and going somewhere straight, although it has gone a little bit too far to the left. And we're on for another bad finish. For once, though, I actually get my pace pretty good. Left it a little bit short, but it wasn't the end of the world. Are we going to knock this in, though? Ooh, yeah, of course we are. I knew it was coming. Wasn't a surprise. I've seen this before. Now onto this par 3, 175 yards. I decided to hit a 3-wood. I don't normally hit a 3-wood, but I thought I would. I have sliced it a little bit, and look how close I was to this pond. Very close, but thankfully we missed it. I'm trying a little chip just to get it on the front edge of the green, but as you can see here, I just didn't quite get a hold of it. And it was going to the left anyway, but it's left me another chip onto the green. Got to improve that chipping. This one, well, yeah, again, just left it a little bit short. I was a little bit annoyed by that one, actually. Leaving it short, not ideal. So we've got a difficult putt now. But we sink it. So we've at least reduced the damage. And on to hole number 4. I hit every single shot with a driver to the right-hand side rough. And thankfully, this time it's going to be... No, it's not different. It's exactly the same. At least it's predictable. Now, in my mind here, I'm thinking hit a 9-iron over the trees. And somehow I managed to actually pull it off. My friend is actually either side of those trees. Almost hit him. So that was fun. And then I decided here that I didn't want this to be in focus.
Oh,
I really
hold it.
didn't want you to see me, so it's not your eyes. It's just genuinely a blur. Sadly, I put that pitch right over the back of the green, so I've got to putt in, and that's probably one of the worst putts you'll see today. Too fast, and the direction was off, so ultimately very, very poor. And you think it can't get worse. You think it can't get worse. Yep, it got worse.
Mad.
Moving on to the 5th hole, and, well, this wasn't a very good drive, or at least I didn't think it was. It landed in these trees. There's another tee box for a different hole right there, but actually, it was on a pretty good lie with a direct line onto the hole. Now, I thought I'd hit this shot pretty well for me. I thought it had actually gone onto the green.
I think that landed on the green. If that landed on the green, I will be as shocked as you.
But it didn't quite land on the green. It landed in the front. But for once, I got a chip in that was actually pretty good.
Ooh, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay.
A little bit of pressure here because this is for a par. Now, that might not seem much to some of you, but considering the level of golf I play at, a par is very, very good for me.
Okay. It's a cheeky little par.
I was feeling a bit full of myself after that excellent par. So we're going on to a par 3 now, hole 6. I thought I hit this pretty crisp, and I actually thought that it was pretty close to the hole.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to
As you can see, I actually hit it beyond the hole. Some might say I hit it too well. I don't think anyone would say that. But I left myself a reasonably long putt, and as you can see, I think I pulled that a little bit.
Oh, I should have aimed more right. There was way less break. Way less break. Oh, it moved.
And then you hate to see that.
I just didn't hit it straight.
So sadly, after what I thought was a good hit off the tee, we've ended up with a bogey.
Oh, bogey.
Now, on to hole number 7, par 4. It's a lovely little hole, this. You can stripe it down the middle. And thankfully, I got a pretty decent hit. Straight down the fairway.
Yeah, right in the middle. Probably not that much distance, but we'll take it. Clean.
Now, sadly, I normally butcher my second shot in on this hole, so here's hoping we don't do that again.
Right. Gonna hit
And
this
actually get a nice hit into the green, putt it for a birdie. That would be lovely. Or we could just top it.
Or top it. Or top it.
We're left with a pretty tricky chip onto the front of the green here. I didn't hate where it landed. Obviously, direction wasn't brilliant.
Bit to the left, didn't it? But
and as you can see, hit that a little bit too hard.
the pace on it.
End up with another bogey.
Oh, we're back to Bogeyville. Back to Bogeyville.
Now we're moving on to hole number 8, a par 3. Every single time I've come to this hole, I've hit it to the right, onto that bank with a slice. I was determined this time not to do that. So what I did was, I hit it to the right with a slice. You can see how happy I was. But I've had plenty of practice getting off this hill, so I should be pretty good at it.
Nowhere near the flag. Cool. The big divot ever.
Sadly, I wasn't very good at it. And as you can see here, I've gone far, far beyond the hole. Tricky little chip now. You don't want to go back over the side.
That's all right. Maybe a little bit too much, but that's okay.
I wasn't too unhappy with that.
I've hit it too hard. I thought I was hitting it gently, but I really wasn't.
You saw how hard I hit that first shot. Way beyond the hole.
That's very
Much better shot second time around, though, but ultimately I've left myself there with a triple bogey, which was very unnecessary. Final hole for us today. This is a par 4, longest one on the course at 373 yards. And I have sliced that onto the other fairway. Now, there was men waiting to tee off on this hole, so I did rush this a little bit. And as you can see, it's gone through the trees. Not too far away from when I was aiming, but it's rolled down into the brush. And I had to take a drop shot, sadly, because that was not recoverable.
I wanted it to. I actually wanted to hit it onto that bank.
I chipped it up.
It's not enough.
Now we've got a very long putt. Just to get a bogey. Pace wasn't terrible.
Do you know what? That was close.
Has gone on to the back fringe, though, so we need to make sure we don't leave this one short, because that would be a disaster, wouldn't it?
I thought that was going to break more.
So what I've done is I've sent it beyond the hole. And then, yep, one of the worst things you're ever likely to see.
You can't call that. You what?
Just show that once more for everyone.
I can't believe that just didn't go in there. I mean, that sums up that hole there, really, doesn't it? All right, so we didn't hit all of the goals. Our shots, well, we had a couple of stinker holes, but I'm not mad. I'm not mad because I think overall we have improved in a few areas. We just need to get better with putting and chipping, and we will absolutely chip off some shots for sure. We hit a par, which was lovely. We hit a driver onto the fairway, sort of. We just need to get better in and around the green, and we will absolutely improve our scores. We've got to put a positive spin on it. Until next time.